Previously on a No Nonsense podcast.
Hello folks, Will here. Back again with another technical issues update, unfortunately. And we thought we had it all sussed out, but unfortunately my audio gets corrupted about halfway through. I tried to fix it, couldn't get it done, so it's a shorter episode today.
Scheduling issues, just one of those things. The result is that we're probably going to have to be more organised than ever. So this might actually save the pod from itself.
Yeah, we're just saving it from self-destruction.
And by itself, I mean us being a little bit lazy.
And it'll be in person, depending on how this one. You'll know if it's in person. You'll tell, I would say, 5 minutes into this pod if the next one's going to be in person.
Yeah. Like I say, it's actually good news.
Yeah, it's actually good.
So, I mean, like, what? Champions League, Ronaldo scores, Liverpool game, you know.
It's the usuals.
Yeah, it's just a game, boys. Get over it. So, he's gone. And also Dean Smith, also gone from Aston Villa.
He lost 5 games in a row. Do you know the last game he won was?
Right.
In Old Trafford.
Damn. Hello, everyone. Cathal here, the other half of a No Nonsense podcast, and I am here to do the right thing. And just like the Spike Lee film of the same name, not only will this episode be critically acclaimed in years to come, but also seen as a seminal moment for the culture.
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth, Ruth.
Not that culture. The no-nonsense culture. Footballing culture. Players will say the culture is in a good moment. You know? Because we said at the last episode it was going to be a new era. We're going to do things right. We're going to, be organised. And what happened? We fucked it straight away. And look, Will did his best. He trawled through that corrupted recording, trying to see if he could fix this. No joy, obviously. And you might say, look, but Cathal, wasn't it Will's phone that he didn't turn off, and that's where the interference came? I don't want to hear about that. Don't mention that, because that's not what being a team or being a teammate is all about. So, like I say, when your teammates getting skint, when you're getting pinned down by the winger and the right back has his way to just put in ball after ball, you don't just stand and stare. You take action.
Do you know what? What I might do is I might smash into somebody.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-record all of Will's bits in the last episode. I've listened to the episode and I've written down everything that Will said, and I'm going to play the part of Will in this episode, in part 2 of the last episode, I suppose. You might say that's a terrible idea. You should get Will to do it. Will's done enough. This is what teamwork looks like. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. So, without further ado, here's part 2 of the last episode. I will play myself, and will also be played by me. Enjoy. I'm also between two minds whether I'll do a voice for Will.
And I totally don't understand why fans would leave after an hour.
No, I won't. I mean, I do feel bad for Dean Smith because, he did well. He's a victim of making their standards higher. Well, I don't think it's even that. I think there's a massive Grealish-shaped hole in their team.
Yeah, true, man.
I was saying this to someone else the other day that, the way Klopp plays, it's counter-attacking, and it's, it's speed and it's pace.
Yeah.
And he's had some obviously very, very good players over the years at Dortmund, but when they would inevitably lose those players, it was easier to replace them.
Yeah. Because
it was pace and power, which a lot of people have them. I'm not saying that they're not good players either, but it's just easier to replace that than say Man City now, they were to lose De Bruyne.
Yeah.
They won't because they have as much money as everybody else. But it's built on that kind of system. You lose De Bruyne or he gets injured, like we saw. It's much harder to find someone who's like De Bruyne to come in and you just fit into the system. Where you're playing with who was there? I mean, Royce was obviously there at Dortmund. He never left, famously, mainly because of injuries. But like they would lose someone like Götze, who was more attacking. That's a bad example.
Yeah, it is, man.
Who was a
Terrible
winger they
example.
had.
Where are you going with this?
Who did they lose? Who's a really good Dortmund player that lost? Like someone like remember they lost Nuri Sahin, who wasn't De Bruyne. He was kind of in the Jordan Henderson role. Who I think is very good, but like you could find someone like that easier. Like I mean, Fabinho is quite similar to Jordan Henderson. Keita similar to that role. Like it's not someone like a Grealish.
Yeah, like he's good in that position, whereas Grealish does things for Villa. Like he can play anywhere. He's good at everything.
He'll get the ball in the middle, he'll get the ball in the wing, and it was like get the ball to him and he'll do it. Where someone like Sahin or someone like Henderson, like they do their job, do the simple things well. If they get injured or they get sold on to Bayern or whatever it is, they're replaceable easier. Not easy to replace, but much easier than a team built around Jack Grealish. And I think that's what Aston Villa were. Like they got in Buendia, they got in Danny Ings obviously for the goals as well. But I mean, it was just everything else was built around Grealish's ability. So it's always nice to see him at Man City on the bench.
I mean, Sancho and Grealish both sitting on the bench, just both forgotten about. Who gives a shit?
Just like the Euros, honestly.
Like, what did they cost? Like 170 million?
Yeah. So I do feel sorry for Dean Smith, but I suppose maybe it's getting that level. Where are they in the league, actually? Aston Villa's not that bad, are they? They're not like...
Well, they lost 5 in a row. They can't be doing too well. But they are in the same league as Norwich.
I guess they're 16th. They're maybe looking at slipping into that relegation battle. So maybe you think, look, let's fix it now before it gets too late.
Yeah, stop the rot.
So you maybe think we need a manager who can get out of relegation. But I just think, Daniel Farrell got a lot longer. He got up and down, and then it's like, okay, now you're not good. I mean, Sean Dyche obviously kept Burnley in it a long time, to be fair to him.
Yeah, like 10 games is nothing.
Maybe I thought he could have turned it around, but you have to feel that losing Grealish was not a mistake. I mean, nothing they could do. They didn't want it, but...
Yeah, like they set the release clause to 100 million and someone paid it. What are you going to do?
Yeah. But it's such a grim lesson for like smaller clubs. Don't dream.
Don't bother.
Don't bother with good.
They'd be doing better if they had not done as well last season and Grealish was never bought. They'd be higher in the table now because they'd still have Dean Smith and Grealish.
Yeah, but like it's like if you're an Aston Villa or a Watford or a Southampton, like, and you come across a really talented player like Grealish who can the ball can go through him.
Keep him hidden.
Don't use him. If you lose him, you're fucked. Don't build on him. And if the first time that someone comes in, sell him on. It'll only hurt more.
Yeah.
That's the lesson. It's like if you're City, you can have Grealish. Don't even play him.
Yeah, that's so true, man.
Oh, if you're Liverpool, like, yeah, no, you can have someone like that and build a team around it. But like, no, not.
No, not for you.
Grealish is not for you, Aston Villa. You want Nuri Sahin. Someone dependable. I don't even know if he's still playing anymore, Nuri Sahin. That's the thing. But like, yeah, so he's gone. It was funny because I was thinking this on the way over. I was like, if you said to me after 11 games, there's going to be 4 managers sacked, and not one of them is going to be Mikel Arteta or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I would have been shocked.
Mikel Arteta is flying it.
Yeah, well, Arsenal, this is the kind of thing. It's like, and someone said that, oh, look at Arsenal, they're far ahead Tottenham, but Arteta's this great man. It's like, I guess it's the where they're going. Yeah, but it's easier to be better when you're at rock bottom. And like Arsenal, the run they've been on, it's great and all, right? Not to be negative, but like, who do they play? They played Watford, beat them 1-0, beat Leicester 2-0. That's pretty decent. Beat Leeds, going badly. They beat obviously Aston Villa. They drew with Crystal Palace. They drew 0-0 with Brighton. They beat Tottenham, which can go one or two ways usually.
Nuno's Tottenham.
Yeah, they beat Wimbledon. They beat Burnley. They beat Norwich. They lost before that 5-0 to City. So like they have been on a favourable run in both the Cup and the League. So I mean, if they had beaten Liverpool and even United in the middle of that, you'd say, wow, okay, he really has turned up. Like, it's coming. The big games are coming, and we'll see where they are now.
If you look at those results, apart from Spurs, they should win all those games.
You would think with the resource they have, the talent they have, that if you're anyway a decent manager, you should be able to put that together. Now, I was saying that he wasn't anyway a decent manager, so he has proved me wrong. I'm not saying they hasn't done well, but the next game they play is Liverpool, and you'll see then. especially after a Liverpool loss. We'll see where Arsenal are. But look, I mean, they beat Watford 1-0 today. It was a bit shaky towards the end. They could have had a couple more goals, but they didn't. The goal they got was pretty lucky, actually. It could have been called back twice.
I was just looking at them there. Their goal difference is 0. Liverpool at one place above have goal difference of 20.
Yeah. No, it's like you say, it's not even a kind of a Arsenal are back in the title race. Mathematically, yes, but like there's nobody saying that yet.
The manager's out of the sack race is all that's happening.
The manager out of the sack race. And look, it's hard to be negative. Where like you just won how many games were after literally the worst start ever.
Not that hard, obviously.
But it's just we'll see. It's early days. We're only 11 games in. Like it sounds really harsh, but like he could be sacked yet.
Yeah.
Now I do think they have done well. They have done better. Gabriel, the back, is playing quite well. They look a lot more solid than they have in the past couple of seasons. But like I say, even Watford today, it wasn't convincing.
Yeah.
They were lucky with the goal, I felt. Should have scored more, and they didn't. Missed a penalty again. Yeah. So we'll see. But better to be them than Man United.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I suppose the big game that today was, we've mentioned a couple times, the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
They played West Ham. Liverpool never lost in the Olympic Stadium, or the London Stadium, whatever it's called. Haven't lost there in West Ham's home. Haven't lost to West Ham, I don't think, since they moved in there, home or away. So this is an easy one. Liverpool, who are going well, killing it in the Champions League, killing it in the, Atletico Madrid, Man United, doesn't matter. We'll batter them all.
Yeah.
West Ham also going pretty well. David Moyes.
Oh,
Stevie is looking better and better.
I saw more clamouring. I saw a tweet that was like, funny how United were asked to back the manager back then. They didn't. And now today West Ham beat the team that beat them 5-0. Like, he was shit at United. He won, sacked from 2 clubs after that.
Well, it was funny, like the bit we did last week about his career path, they actually did that on Sky. They made him go through. Yeah, United was tough. Obviously, there are lessons there. Yeah, no, Sociedad was also quite tough. Wow, Sunderland, that wasn't great, no. Yeah, then West Ham, when I got them, they were close relegation, and I kept them up, and we thought we did a really good job, and then they let me go, and we were really disappointed by that. We were really shocked. But you know what? They were man enough to come back and say, maybe you did do well enough, and here we are. It's like, it's insane. When he says it sounds even more crazy. Like, but look, they were really good. Liverpool, I don't know what they found out.
I think they just wrecked from being savage for 2 months. That's going to happen, like.
I know, but West Ham kind of ran through them. There's a bit there in the second half where it looked like it was an attacking drill. Like where West Ham would like run through and then reset it, and they come straight back. Liverpool would almost give the ball back to them. Now go again, and we'll try and defend this one. It was like, and the Carragher in commentary was like, I don't know why they don't get back. They lose the ball, they don't sprint back. They kind of like, we might win it on the way back.
Yeah.
And it was like, they're running through. Antonio, if his touch had been a little better, could have had 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah. Well, I saw he won man of the match in a game where he didn't score and the score was 3-2.
Yeah, because he was leading the attack and just like running right through them. I mean,
yeah.
Van Dijk stopped him a few times. He did well, but like, it was just, there was so many opportunities to do it.
Yeah.
Even Fornal's goal, I think that was the third goal, or the second goal maybe. It kind of went under.
Yeah, good memory, man.
Alisson, and also he got the own goal for the first one. He didn't cover himself in glory this game. The 2 set pieces they got done on.
Oh, something about Alisson and the Howler, but actually talking about De Gea and trying to bring back to United, but Carl doesn't bite.
Yeah, I think technically, in the spirit of the rules, it was going to go wide if it hadn't hit off his hand. Kind of flapped out, but like the reeling who's marking.
Yeah,
and I don't think intentionally they were panning to somebody else, but I could see Nat Phillips' big head in the background. And I thought, this is exactly what he was doing last season. This got them 4th place.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Like they really need somebody to go attack those headers. Like the Zuma goal, completely unmarked, ran the way, like shuffled to the back post, powered it past him point blank range. No one near him. It was like, you got to defend that. You
do.
The enormous centre back who's like hovering at the back post there. And like they look bad. Like Liverpool looked like, again, obviously they scored 2 goals. Alexander-Arnold,
man, he was
got a good free kick, and then who was this? Divock Origi,
another great
super
goal.
sub. I can't wait for him to poorly manage Liverpool in the future as a Liverpool great. Like, give him time.
It's been 2 years. He just needs one more year.
Don't you remember the goals he scored for us in the Champions League?
We signed Salah again.
You know, like that's what it was. He came on, he nearly got a goal back. Man, he could have, should have, didn't get the equaliser. But like, they didn't really look like they deserved it. I mean, the first half was all Liverpool, and you know, West Ham got the goal early on, but it was all Liverpool. And then once they got the equaliser, West Ham were just like, right, let's just like fucking really go for it. Let's just like run right at them. You know, it's like, gee. And they had no answer. And it was all West Ham second half. And then just at the last minute, they pushed really hard and nearly got the equaliser. But yeah, it seems to always happen when other teams like drop points. Invariably, the teams around them will go, oh, well, I hope we don't drop points.
Phew, close call.
Because if we drop points, then, you know, they could have gone, I think, 11 points clear?
Yeah.
Or no, that was Chelsea, I think.
Chelsea could have gone clear.
They drew with Newcastle.
Yeah, they drew Burnley.
Liverpool obviously lost to West Ham, and West Ham leapfrogged them in the table.
Yeah.
West Ham were 3 points off top.
But I mean, it is better for the title race, I guess, for the neutral like ourselves.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Man City, they're 26 and 23 respectively. Then West Ham on 23. I mean, look, we always say, look, they're kind of like Leicester. They're not going to stay.
No, yeah. By Christmas, they'll be gone.
We'll see in February, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Liverpool obviously also 22, so only 4 points between first and fourth.
It seems mad that Liverpool are in fourth. They seem amazing in every game we've watched.
Yeah. I suppose that's their first loss, but they've also had 4 draws.
Yeah, that's a good ass
The
point,
draw
man.
against Brighton was at home. That's when you might look back and go, that should have been a win, because they went 2-0 up in that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, soon we'll have Klopp saying, my players are tired and I think it's your fault.
Yeah.
Premier League. Because it looked like they did look a bit leggy, like Man United there.
And the African Cup of Nations coming up in January too.
I think that was cancelled. I saw a headline, didn't read the article.
Klopp made a call.
Who knows?
A mysterious bomb threat.
It may actually still be going ahead, but like I say, I saw an article when I was scrolling and I went, oh, there we go.
Just went to that and I went,
It's
nah.
over. I think I saw a meme even. It wasn't even. It was a screenshot of the headline of the article in a meme.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Might lead me true.
Research.
Yeah, we'll get that to you next week
Prick.
if it's really important. So yeah, that's that. Like I said, we just went over the top 4 there. Didn't mean to. But a bit of respite for the top 4 for this crazy title race because we have international break coming up.
Come off the back of the greatest international break Ireland have ever had, where we scored 5 goals.
That was just Ken Robinson.
Yeah, Cathal Frankenstein.
But this is the big one. This is the Portugal game. Again, now we are out of this tournament.
Yeah. All we can do is ruin it for Portugal. Well, no.
Yeah, we can make them come second and play someone in the playoff, I think. Or maybe the third place playoff. Maybe first, second qualify. I don't know. But yeah, this is another one now. Back to Kenny. Well, he be sacked. The Ollie of internationals. Every game he plays, is it good, is it bad? We don't know. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? We'll see against Ronaldo, who, even though United aren't playing well, I think he's probably, honestly, the best finisher in the world right now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right now.
I mean, he does.
Like, we think as well how little United create at the moment, and he's still scoring goals.
I mean, I know we said we were going to just like skip over it, but like the Champions League, that finish he had, so
It was ridiculous.
just the way he kind of like pedaled back, and then the some of the chances that were saved, even like just the ability to hit the ball on the fly. I mean, it does. You remember? I think it was Adrian Arturiz. I'll get that right. Adrian Arturiz.
You know, you're not really a football hipster if you don't actually know their names.
Do you have him there?
No, you brought it up. This is embarrassing, man. I don't even know all this in.
Oh, Arturiz.
Not even close.
He played for Bilbao,
Oh, yeah, I know now.
and he got his like call up for Spain at like 34.
He was like 30.
Because he was banging goals for Bilbao. This is like maybe 2014, 2015, where he obviously was a professional footballer for years, but like he got to that point in his career where he knew how to finish. He just figured out the system and like knew where the ball was going to be 9% of the time.
Yeah.
And he just kind of peaked. And he was banging goals. I think he was like top scorer, like in the era of Ronaldo and Messi there, he was top scorer at one point.
Yeah.
And he got called up to Spain for it. Like obviously Ronaldo has always been good. But I think
Yeah.
now at 36, he just has it figured out.
Yeah.
And he's so good at knowing where the ball is going to be
True.
and the finishing ability. He just knows how to finish it. He just, the pressing and the running, all this stuff, which he still does a bit. But I mean, I think I've never seen him just score these kind of goals. Just like they look like instinctive. It's like, how did he know the ball was going to be there? Like, how has he kicked that right in the corner? Like. So, and like I said, the long-winded point here about Adrian or Adries, it's a terrible name.
Just because you can't say it.
Adries, he now plays us next, Ireland. So, if he gets half a chance,
And he will.
he will. Do we play anybody else, or is it just Portugal? Do we play Serbia again?
I think he played Luxembourg.
Oh no, not them. Luxembourg away, no less.
Yeah, Luxembourg on the Sunday and Portugal on Thursday.
And you have the table there. What are they close to? Can they?
They are 10 points off Portugal in third place, a mile off.
Portugal in third,
No, Portugal in second.
but they are.
On
They
16.
aren't. I think third place is the playoff. I think.
No, because then we'd still be in it. And we're on 5 points.
So Serbia in second.
No, Serbia in first with 17 points. Keep up.
Oh. So is that group wrapped up then? I wonder.
I think it might be. I think it's third place, but you have to be like the fastest loser. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So it depends on the other groups.
Yeah.
But how are we mathematically out then?
I don't know, man.
Again, these are questions we ask and that you answer in your own time.
Yeah.
Not in our time. But yeah, so that's to look forward to. 2 dead rubbers, I think, by the sounds of it.
2 dead rubbers with the manager's job on the line.
Yeah. So we'll do an episode on that for sure. We love the boys in green, and they love us. But boys who we're not very happy with, boys are on the naughty step right now because we have given them 3 games to turn around. And what they do, Will?
They fucked
They
it.
spit in our face and lose again 2-0. That's right, folks. Bandwagon wheel.
Yeah.
The segment, our only segment, other than rehashing the news, other than rehashing what Gary Neville says on Sky Sports, our only segment, the bandwagon wheel, my brainchild, has forsaken me once again. Atramitos are the team we picked, or more importantly, are in the country that we picked, because the bandwagon wheel works. We pick a
tell
country,
'em.
we spin a wheel, and we get a team from a league in that country, and we jump on the bandwagon and we support them for the year to show how easy it is to support a team in a foreign league, in a foreign country, and just to show the man's of a football fan and all that. And
You sure how hard it is?
the gods have not been
Yeah.
kind.
All right.
So last week we were like, look, for anyone who wasn't, for any new listeners, we're rooted to the bottom of the Greek Super League right now without a win. Only team without a win.
Yeah.
We've changed the manager already. Long ago we changed the manager. We have 3 points total, 3 draws, and like I say, the whole experiment has failed. So we said we're going to give them 3 more games, and then something's going to happen. We don't know yet.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen, and we didn't reveal the exchange rate between losses and draws and wins. But I tell you what, if you have 3 losses in a row, don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about the exchange rate, because it's pretty fucking obvious what's going to happen.
Relax, man. Relax.
So yeah.
I mean, we're coming up the next game against the team that started it all, PAOK.
Oh, fucking PAOK. Did they even make it to the Europa League after that?
I don't think so.
I think it was the Conference League, actually, the Europa Conference League.
Yeah, what's
So-
the Conference League? And I don't think they made it.
Well, regardless, OFI, a team that Google doesn't even bother spelling out the whole name. It's too long and wordy.
All right, relax again, man.
Florian Durmishaj with the brace. 7 minutes. All right, early goal we concede. Let's get ourselves organised.
Get
10
set.
minutes later,
Yeah.
the same fucker scores again. 10 minutes, 2 goals down. Think we recover?
No.
Think we have 2
course not.
halves basically to come back? Not a chance of it.
No.
They own the ball. We had a few shots, but at the end of the day, it's not good enough. Will
No.
it's not good enough.
It's not.
Like I say, still rooted to the bottom of that league. We go
Are you saying Georges Parashosh has...
saying that it's not 2007 anymore. Tactics move on.
It's not 2007, 2010, or 2010 anymore.
Believe you me, I wish it was, but it's not. Right? No one wishes 2011 more than the 2 boys in this room right now. But it's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Yeah, like I said, 2 more games. They're going to have to be big wins, because currently Panathinaikos are on 5 points.
Mm.
And the team above them, Apollon Smyrni, are on 6 points.
Yeah.
So we have to win the next 2 games to be the best team in the relegation zone. Well, not really, because the bottom 6, again, if anyone doesn't know, that the top 10 go into... No, is it top 10?
No, top 8.
Top 8 and then the remaining 6.
Yeah.
So everyone's in playoff. Some are in relegation. Some are in winning the whole thing, actually. So,
Like, if you're an 8th by the end of the year, like, you could be close to winning the league or losing it, depending on how results go. Like, towards the end, you must be shitting it.
yeah. And that team, Panathinaikos, actually the most successful team, are in 8th. Oh, is that?
Yeah, that's
Panathinaikos, yeah, not Panathinaikos. Not to be confused with Panathinaikos. So yeah, I mean, look, we're obviously, even at the end of the season, we're rooted bottom of the table. It's like, oh, well, don't give up hope, lads. You know, you're still in a 6-game playoff, but like, it's the manner of the defeat.
Yeah,
you know, we're
another
just not
glass
playing
point.
well. We look leggy. You know, I know what our boys do during the summer.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't look
The
good.
Greeks weren't even at the Euros, were they?
No, they fucking weren't. No, but we don't even have any international players.
That's true too.
That's not even an excuse we can pretend to have. Yeah. So look, that's where we're at with that. For anybody looking for the 3-game update, they've lost the first one, and we didn't look any better than the last time.
2 games left.
2 games left. It has to be 2 wins.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Of course.
And even then, like I say, we're not aiming for a relegation zone, because relegation zone is the bottom 6. So we're looking for
Like 6 wins.
We're looking for it to be we're looking to get to 9th, and they are 6 points ahead of us. So actually, if we win the next games, you know, we'd be fine. Well, assuming though, again, with these things, it's not
If
about
the other teams have to lose.
they all
Yeah.
can't lose, because they're
Yeah.
mostly playing each other. So it's a draw at least. So I mean, you know, look, we'll leave it there, because that's annoying me now. Send me off. So yeah, we'll be back. Like I say, we're more organised. We have to be.
Definitely.
So we'll be back next week, I suppose. Or no, this week. We'll be back this week for the international. When's the international?
Thursday.
Again, did you say? Thursday. And then again the weekend.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah. Next week we will be back with international special.
It should be an episode every Monday from now on.
At least.
At least.
So yeah, a brave new world for the pod. Hope you'll stick with us.
Yes.
And I think, you know what? It's onward and upwards from here, Will.
Really?
I think we're going to go strength to strength. Yeah.
Yeah. 11 months in. 11 months of the podcast. This is where we really hit our stride.
This is where we really take off.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before.
Nonsense. Talking nonsense. Why should we accept somebody talking nonsense? Like, what would you say? Just why are you talking nonsense about us? Why are you talking rubbish?